Good morning, all. I'm Dr. Dhoniva Vishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College here from Bangalore. Today, I'm going to discuss about 29th session of Biochemistry, Chemistry 8, which belongs to Biochemical Techniques of 6th semester BSc. In this session, I'm going to discuss about principle and applications of paper chromatography and thin layer chromatography. Let's discuss one by one. The first one is that is what is mean by biochemical techniques. Now here biochemical techniques can be defined as the technique which are used to identify, separate, isolate, purify of the biomolecules present in the extract of plants and animals, including microorganisms, are that is a biochemical techniques. That is simple. It is a technique, or it is a method, or it is an idea, or it is a tool which is used to isolate, that is separate, or identify how many compounds are there, identify or isolate, purify the biomolecules present in the extract of plants. Extract of plant or the water solution of plants, or there is a water solution of the animals, or water solution of there is a microorganism. Therefore, we say there is a extract of plants, animals, and including microorganisms are called that is a biochemical techniques. According to your syllabus, here, according to your syllabus, there are two types of the biochemical techniques are there. These techniques, only two techniques are kept for your syllabus. Therefore, according to your syllabus, there are two techniques are biochemical techniques are there. Namely, first one is chromatographic technique, another one is electrophoresis technique. There are two that is techniques we have to study. Now in this session we have to discuss only that is the chromatographic technique, and next session we have to discuss the electrophoresis technique. Now here coming to that is the what is mean by chromatography. Chromatography. Now here similar it is a tool, or it is an idea, or it is a method, or whatever may be. You say it is a technique which is used to separate the constituents compounds. What are the present that is so many compounds present in a single mixture that can be separated. Therefore, the technique which is used to separate the constituents compounds present in the mixture of compounds based on the differential migration of various components of a mixture through a stationary phase under the influence of moving phase. Stationary phase usually here solid will be there, solid or liquid may be there, and migration will be nothing but migration phase, moving phase should be it is a gas or liquid again is known as chromatography. Therefore, simple. What is meant by chromatography? It is a technique which is used to separate the constituent compounds from a mixture of a mixture on based on the differential migration of various components through a stationary phase under the influence of moving phase called that is a chromatography. The chromatography term it is derived from that is a Greek word. Chromatos means it is a color, and graphos means it is a return. Therefore, the color graph, plotting the graph of different colors compound in a single paper or whatever may be, that is called as a chromatography. Chromatography. Chroma means color, and graphy means return. Okay. Therefore, on the paper or a method in which the colors are written, that is the different colors are isolated will be there, and that is called as a chromatography. And it's these principles were first discovered by that is the Michael Sweat. Now coming to that is the classification of the chromatography based on the again your syllabus. That is so many type of the chromatographs are there. There is a column chromatography is there, paper chromatography, thin layer chromatography. So many different types of the chromatographies are there. But based on your syllabus, there are two types of the chromatographies are there. Namely, first one is that is a paper chromatography, another one is thin layer chromatography. There are two techniques for your syllabus. Now, first one is paper chromatography. The technique which is how do we define that is paper chromatography? The technique which is used to separate the constituents compound present in the mixture of compound. The technique which is used to separate the separate the constituent compounds present in a mixture of compounds based on the differential migration of various components of a mixture through a stationary phase, such as that is a Wattman filter paper. Wattman paper, that is a stationary phase. That is a filter paper. Wattman paper, it is a stationary phase under the influence of moving phase such as liquid or solvent is known as that is the paper chromatography. Here the migration will be takes place by using a stationary phase should be a it is a paper, and that paper is nothing but filter paper or well quality filter paper, and that will be also it is a Wattman filter paper that you have to use as a stationary phase, and moving mobile phase is nothing but it is a liquid. Usually here we are using liquid or solvent, and a different compound can be separate, and that technique is called that is a paper chromatography. What is mean by paper chromatography means that is simple. You have to define the technique which is used to separate the constituent compounds present in the mixture of compounds based on the differential migration of various components of a mixture through a stationary phase such as Wattman paper under the influence of moving phase such as liquid or solvent is known as paper chromatography. Now coming to the principle of paper chromatography. A drop of solution containing the sample, a drop of solution containing a sample is introduced at a some point on the paper, and migration then occurs as a result of the flow by a mobile phase called as a developer. Here, it should be a drop of mixture from which the constituent compound can be separate or isolate or identify. That should be a make the solution and introduce at the one of the paper end paper, and it is allowed to migrate by through a mobile phase that is a liquid called that is a developer. Then movement of the developer is caused by capillary force. It is a capillary force when the movement of the mobile phase is in upward direction, the against the gravitational force, the development is called as a ascending development. Here, this will be suppose putting the development, that is a movement of the migration of the liquid and compound against the gravitational force, and such type of the developing or such type of the movement is called as a ascending development. Ascending development is the simplest of all the methods and used for quick analysis of a large number of substances. This is the simplest method to do this method. That is based on the preferential, that is a movement migration. The number of substances can be separated easily, and this is called as that is a ascending development chromatography. It is belong to paper chromatography. Then it consists in dipping the lower end of the paper containing spots into the solvent so that it is above the solvent depth, and then allowing to rise up the paper by capillary action. The two ends of the paper are not allowed. The two ends of the paper are not allowed to touch the each other. That is each other. Each other. Therefore, here two ends of the paper are not allowed to touch with each other. They are kept at a distance apart, either by a clipping or by a suitable method. The mobile phase or solvent moves in upward direction against the gravitational force will takes place. The rate of movement of the solvent becomes slower with the increase in the height, and this slowness in the rate provides the time for partition equilibrium between the two phases to take place. When the movement of this is about that is a ascending development. Now next comes that is a descending development. Here, when the movement or flow of the mobile phase is downward direction, means that is towards that is a gravitational force from top to bottom. We have already ascending movement, means that is a from that is the bottom to top, that will be a against that is a gravitational force. It is a movement of that is a solvent molecules are takes place, our mobile phase will be takes place, and such type of that is a movement is called nothing but ascending development or ascending migration of the chromatography. Now here descending. Descending means it is the exactly reverse of that, when the movement or flow of the mobile phase is downward direction towards, that is the earth, towards the gravitational force. The development is called as a descending development. In this technique, the solvent is kept in a trough at the top. One, there is a one tray, that trough in which the solvent should be kept, and top and the chamber, top of the chamber, and then allowed to flow down the paper. The movement of the liquid is caused by the capillary action as well as the pull of the gravity. It will be fast. It is moving the solvent. The rate of the flow of the mobile phase is more rapid in this case as compared to that is ascending, because the movement of the solvent molecule against the gravitational force, that will be a slow one. But here towards the gravitational force, therefore this method development is very fast. In actual practice, the solvent developer is solvent, or it is also called as developer, is kept in a trough at the top, which is usually made up of inert material. The paper is then placed in the solvent, and the lid is covered at the top. It should be noted that the two-dimensional development that is cannot be carried out by this method, because the paper must be cut to fix into the trough. Therefore, two-dimensional it cannot be possible. The development may be, again, this is about, that is a descending development, paper chromatography. Now third one is nothing but the development may also be radial or disc development. This paper, that is paper chromatography, is also can be developed by using a separate the compounds by radial method or disc development. When the flow of mobile phase is outward from a central spot, this type of the development is used in rare and very special cases. This is usually somewhat difficult to use, and they are rarely used, and it is a special cases this type of the technique will be used. Usually the ascending, the simplest of this method is the ascending development, and some cases they can be used as a descending development. In this technique, a circular piece of the paper having a wick that is cut parallel to radius from edge to central, that is called as a wick. Wick means the circular piece of the paper having a wick means cut parallel to the radius from the edge to the central is required. The sample is deposited at the center of the paper at the upper end of the wick. The paper is then placed on the edge of the circular disc. As a result, the liquid ascends the wick and flows radially through the paper. It should be noted that the process of the allowing the solvent to move along the filter paper is called as a development. The movement of the paper here, that is movement of the solvent along the paper is called as a development. The ratio of distance the substance moves compared with the distance reached by the solvent front, both measured from the point of application, where we are kept or apply on the spot. From that distance we have to measure the distance traveled by the substance on the filter paper and distance traveled by the solvent molecules, or there is a moving phase, and that can be measured. From that we can calculate, it is a term, that is a sample, that is the RF, that is a retention factor can be calculated. Therefore we say that it should be noticed that the process allowing the solvent to move along the paper is called development, and the ratio of the distance the substance moves compared with the distance reached by the solvent front, both measured from the point of application of the sample, is measured the retention factor. The resolution is the degree of separation of the components after the development. The loading is the amount applied as a spot or streak to the paper. Therefore, RF is equal to calculated as, that is, distance traveled by the substance divided by distance traveled by the solvent front. This, from that, a retention factor can be calculated. Now first it is a, here I will show that is a diagram. First one is that is a it is a paper ascending paper chromatography. Ascending, here the paper is nothing but just it is a paper, it is just a rectangular paper, and we have to make there is a mark here, and you have to put the sample, that is the solution of a mixture. From that the substitutions and substituent compounds can be separate, that you have to spot it on the paper. Then it is a chamber will be there, a chamber, and here in which the solvent you have to take, little bit solvent you have to take here, up to here, the dark green will be there, up to here the solvent you have to take, and the paper you have to place such that that clip you should, and it should not be bent, because because of that is a wetting, no, it became a bending will be takes place. That's why to it becomes remains straight. Therefore, that paper will be a clip at that is the top, and this spot should be above the. It should not the sample spot should not be touched to the liquid. Then the paper when dipped, the paper edge will be dipped. Then solvent molecules are migrate by the capillary force, that capillary action force, and they move towards this. Therefore, this green, dark green color, that is it is solvent, and it is moved through a this up to here. It is up to here, and the compounds, that single spot, it is converted into multiple spot here. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 are there in this sample, the developing, and it is migrate. And after that is removing, we can it is visible, because it is visible, and you have to dry it, separate it is take out from the chamber and dry it. If it is not visible, you have to apply that is spray using a hydrogen, and that is iodine. It will be a brown dot will be appear on the paper, and that is nothing but it is a ascending development paper chromatography. Here this is the spot will be there. Then you have to measure again, there is the A, B, C, whatever may be compound. Suppose you have to put again reference. Suppose particular reference you have to here put, and here by suppose carrying the reaction mixture, no, reactant you have to put, and product we have to put here. Suppose they are migrating both rate, means there is no reaction proceed. Therefore, checking the progress of the reaction, it is also help to determine them using this paper chromatography. Or if it is two spots of reactant and there is a reaction process where mixture is kept, then they are separated. They are different in this moving migration, that indicate as a movement of reaction takes progressing. And suppose the spot use single spot, that indicate as a purity of the compound. If number of spots are is contains, that is here 4 spots are there, this indicate it contains this mixture contains 4 number of compounds are there. This mixture contains 4 compounds. The single spot means it contains there is a single compound will be there, and these are the nothing but it is a paper chromatography. Paper, that is a ascending paper chromatography. Now come to that is a descending paper chromatography. For this, no, again paper will be here, and solvent will be kept. There is a inner trough here, and here clip will be made, and you have to keep here. This is the spot will be here, and you have to allow to this that is a fast, and this is the movement is the fast compared to that is a descending, because it is works that is a aligned the gravitational force, but ascending it is against the gravitational force. Therefore, that will be a slow process. Here simple, this is the tank. Now it is a trough containing this is the solvent, and this is the paper, just like a paper here, and the spotting line will be here. Here spotting line, here extra paper will be there. Then from the tank, and this will be just like a it is allowed to move, then it is for go to front, and here up to here you have to, that will be reach or up to here. Then by visualizing the spots from that, the RF factors should be calculated. Then similarly we have to say there is a third type of, that is a paper chromatography, is nothing but radial or disc chromatography. Now here in this, no, this like paper should be a circular like or disc like filter, there is a paper, filter paper, paper, there is a wetman filter paper, whatever, that is a quality of the paper, and that should be, it is a here spot and folded like that. Wick will be takes place here, just making, that is a wick, that is a parallel to fold it, and a solution, or that is a mixture solution should be placed at the center by using a capillary tube or using a syringe or whatever maybe. You have to put that, and you have to place, that is a solvent here, in which the radial, the solvent should be a flow from inner to outside. That should be a solvent should be a move from here, the capillary pipette with the solution you have to place here through a, this is the, after it is a spot putting, no, here solvent should be placed through a pipette. Now here from this, the spotting, therefore all that is circular manner from the wick here, the solvent as well as that is compound will be migrate in the circular form, and they go up, but here, and the maximum distance covered by the solvent, that is the last one, it is and in between the number of compounds present, no, that having a depending on the partition differentiation, partition movement, they can be separate, like this, like one separate, again this like color, this like color, different, and these can be visualized by using a ordinary that is a, it is colored, it will be visualized by spots like a circles, and this is the belong to, that is a radial or disc chromatography, paper chromatography. Now coming to, that is the applications of paper chromatography. Collectively are both the three are club each other, and I have to just say that is what are the application of paper chromatography. It is used to check the purity of the compound in a research field. Check the purity means, suppose by using a ascending or descending or radial, whatever may be, radial is nothing but it is rarely used, and it is a special cases that separation will be takes place. But usually that is ascending is the more common compared to that is the descending. Here the mobile phase, that is the reactant compound. The compound should be keep and allow to taking the based on the trial and error method by solvent choosing, and allow to move. That is a mobile phase, it allow, and a separation will take place. If it is the separation is in single spot, then it indicates as it is the purest form of that is a compound. If it is a number of spot, that it is, it indicates as, or it is just like a, it is dragging, or there is a broadening of that is a spot, it indicates as a impurity present. Therefore it is a check for the purity of the compound. Second one is, it is used to determine the number of compounds present in the natural sample of the plants or whatever may be. In the, from the extract, the how many number of compounds present in a particular mixture, that can be identified, because the number of spots gives that is the number of compounds present in the particular mixture. The third one is, it is used for the separation of mixture having polar and non-polar compounds also. Polar compound and non-polar compounds can be also that is a separate. It is also used for separation of amino acids, sugars also. Amino acids, and that is even though isomers can be also separated. It is also determined, that is the hormones. It is used for that is determination of hormones or identification of the hormones or drugs, etc. in the pharmaceutical sectors. Sixth one, it is used for the evaluation of inorganic compounds like salts and complexes. This is the, what is the evaluation? It is complex or that is the simple salt that can be used, that is detected by using this paper chromatography. It is also used for determine that is organic compounds in urine sample. Urine sample of that is a particular person or particular organism. What are the compounds present in that? That can be determined by using the this technique. Now this is about that is the paper chromatography. Now coming to another type of the chromatography, that is a thin layer chromatography. Thin layer chromatography is a similar 90% of that is same, that is a ascending paper chromatography, like a ascending paper chromatography. We have discussed that is ascending paper chromatography. No, similar to this here, that is a thin layer chromatography. Here, their paper chromatography, that wetman filter paper will be there, or that is a good quality paper is used for that is a chromatography technique for separation. But thin layer chromatography in which the a thin layer of the adsorbent, that is the adsorbent substance, or that is a agar gel, and that is a that is starch. They can be used by using a particular solvent, and a slurry will be applied on a plate, that is a plate, glass plate, that is a rectangular glass plate, like a size of that is same, that is a paper chromatography's size, and that can be cut and therefore applied, and that is a run. Therefore, we say that is a thin layer chromatography and paper chromatography is 90%, it is the same. Their paper is used, but here a TLC plate will be used. That is a TLC plate means glass sheet will be used along with adhering, or that is applying, that is a sample, that is a adsorbent, or that is a starch or agar gel, whatever may be, that should be applied and to the absorption. And this is called as a thin layer chromatography. Therefore, I can define that is the technique which is used to separate the constituent compounds present in the mixture of compound based on the differential migration of various compounds of a mixture through a stationary phase, such as finely divided adsorbent, that is powder of the adsorbent, which is a support on a glass plate. Here that is the definition of or meaning or the sentence of paper chromatography is also same here, but here only that their paper is used, but here such as finely divided means powder, grind powder. It is a fine powder of adsorbent, which is used for the supported on the glass plate under the influence of the moving phase, such as liquid solvent, is known as thin layer chromatography. That is simple. It is a technique which is used to separate the constituent compound present in the mixture of compound based on the differential migration of the various components on a mixture through a stationary phase, such as finely divided adsorbent, such which is supported on the glass plate under the influence of moving phase, such as the liquid solvent, is known as thin layer chromatography. Now coming to the principle of thin layer chromatography. Now here a glass plate is coated with a choose powder, loose powder, or there is a free powder, or with a slurry, of a adsorbent, or another that is finely ground material. Therefore, a glass sheet is required here. Just that is long sheet, rectangular glass sheet will be required, and based on that is a requirement, and that should be coated with a loose powder, or that is a slurry of a adsorbent, or another that is finely ground material. You are a slurry with a adhere to the surface on the glass plate. Suppose silica gel will be there. Silica gel will be a stir with, that is make the slurry with a particular solvent, and that will be a dip and allowed. That is a fine, that is a uniform coating on that is a plate will be a takes place, and that plate will be a dried, and that will be a permanent fixing will be takes place on that is a glass sheet, and that becomes a stationary phase, our stationary phase as a thin layer. It is also that is a thin layer. Thin layer means it is nothing but adsorbent powder or adsorbent slurry. It is coated on a glass of piece, that is a rectangular glass sheet. That is a small that is slice, no, that is a slice which is a glass sheet slide will be used for, that is a data, that is the identification of the blood group, whatever may be, no, that like no a slides will be takes place glass sheet, or there is a development in biochemical, that is a botany zoology, that also it is a use frequently. That slide you have to use there, and that dip into a solvent, that and slurry, and it a fine powder, that is fine The adsorbent is coated on a sheet that is called as a thin layer. Thin layer. Now, the unknown substance and reference materials. Unknown substance and reference material are dissolved in water or organic solvent. Any that is a, you have to take that is an unknown sample from which how many compounds are there that you have to detect, and one will be a standard. Suppose you have to take that is check up the purity means a purest compound you have to take, another one is your prepared compound you have to take, and you have to check in this process is nothing but it is a purity of the compound. Then side by side you have to put one is nothing but a reference compound, another one is a mixture compound. Then allowed to pass through a solvent, and that is movement, that is same process, that is the ascending development will be takes place. And if the reference point is distance traveled is exactly equal to that is our unknown sample, and this in that indicate as a that is the same compound, both are same compound. And if it is a single compound, a single spot will be there, therefore it is a purest form. Like that, you have to determine. Therefore, unknown substance and reference materials are dissolved in water or organic solvent, and the solution is applied in a row of spots, 1 to 2 centimeter from the edge of the plate, 1 to 2 centimeter above the edge of the plate, that you have to apply with the help of the capillary or micro pipette or micro syringe. The solution you have to apply and side by side and place in a developer. The chromato plate, that is after applying that is substance or mixture on that is a thin layer, and that is called as a chromatoplate. This chromatoplate is placed in a jar containing the solvent for development. It is a mobile phase also containing the development solvent, and in the jar is lined inside the filter paper. It should not be touched with that is a edge. Therefore, it is a take that is a filter paper which act as a wick and thus saturate the atmosphere of the jar with the solvent vapors. The jar is covered with the lid, tight lid, because the atmosphere, that is the pressure will be a form, and therefore by using a solvent vapors, the equilibrium is exist. Therefore, as the solvent ascends, means solvent can be moved from bottom to top through a layer by capillary action. The sample is then resolved into fractions. Different that is spots will be a form. Then this is the here. Then the plate or sheet is carefully withdrawn after the solvent front, and has migrated about 75%. It should be the liquid should be move. That is solvent should be moved from bottom to top up to 75% length of the plate. The plate is then dried and sprayed with the reagent for the detection of components are more commonly exposed to the iodine vapors. By our exposed to the iodine vapors, it will be becomes a brown color. The solid positions are indicated by a brown spots. The distance traveled by the substance and solvent is measured. From that, we have to calculate that is a retention factor. Therefore, here just this is the jar will be there, and this is the thin layer paper chromo, that is thin layer will be there. Here there are two papers, there are two spots are used here. One is it is a one here so many compounds we can at a time you have to use 2 or 3 or 4 depends on the size of the breadth of the that is a TLC paper, TLC plate. TLC means thin layer plate, and that you have to put there, and that can be migrated straightly, and this can be migrated straightly, and number of components, how many number of compounds or constituent compound present in a single mixture, that can be based on the differential method, that can be separate, and they get that is the spots. And that plate after that allow to 75%. Suppose TLC plate is having a just a 10 centimeter length, then you have to allow to that is around 7.5, around 8 centimeter, that allow to move the solvent molecules. Then below that it should be a solvent molecule. Always that is the solvent distance traveled is most compared to that is the compound. Then by individual component, you have to measure that from the spot of application, where you have to keep that is a spotted. From that you have to measure that is the distance, and from that you have to calculate the RF value. And this is about the TLC chamber, TLC plate, and spotting line here. And this is the mobile phase. It is a solvent and move. And from developer is nothing but after taking the spots are not visible. Therefore, you have to apply that is the iodine vapors. Iodine that plate. Sorry, that plate should be keep in a iodine chamber. Then that brown color spots will be developed, and that indicate as the number of spot. Check of the purity. If single spot you have to convert into a multiple spot, it indicate as a more number of compounds present. If it is a single spot remains a single spot, means it indicate as it is a purest form. Therefore, we say that is a how it is calculated. Now here distance traveled by the that is a substance to the substance of particular spot. We say that is a particular spot. The individual spots are there, and divided by distance traveled by the solvent front. That is a solvent front, always that is the longest distance compared to that is distance traveled by the particular compounds, and from that RF retention factor can be calculated. So these are about that is a thin layer chromatography. Now coming to that is the application of thin layer chromatography. Now it is used for check the purity of the compound in research field. That is same similar to that is a paper, and this also application will be same. Here using a that is thin layer plate. That is a thin layer chromatography means it is using a TLC plate. TLC plate, glass sheet along with adhering the that is a powder that we have to use. Their paper you have to use. Now it is also identify the number of compounds present in the natural sample of the plants. This is the same here. How many dots or how many spots will be that is visible or form that is due that is the number of compounds present in the particular sample. It is also determined that is the progress of the reaction in the research field. The progression of the reaction. Suppose we are take that is a reactant and we have to start that is a reaction in the research field. We don't know whether the reaction is take place or not, because it is a research. Just they check the trial and error method. Okay, then while that is a trial and error method, suppose because reaction will be takes in research field so many times, that is few hours it is sufficient or few days required. So many then there is different times will be required for the reaction, and therefore the progress of the reaction can be determined by putting there is a one is reactant spot, another one is the reaction mixture spot, and that place and it is allowed to develop. Then two spots are the same distance traveled, that indicate as there is no progress of the reaction. There is no progress. If reactant will be a slow or faster compared to there is a reaction progress, then it indicates as something reaction will be taking place. Therefore, to check the progress of the reaction in the research field, that TLC is very useful. Next, fourth one is it is used for the separation of polar and non-polar compounds also. It is also can be separated. It is also used for separation of proteins, amines, alkalides, antibiotics, etc. These are the simple. It is thin layer chromatography is 90% similar applications or principles with that is a paper chromatography, in which that it should be ascending development. And so far I discussed here in this session principle and application. First I that is explain about what is meant by chromatography, then chromatography technique, then types of the chromatography techniques based on exclusively your syllabus prescribed by Bangalore North University. Okay, and then I came to there is a there is chromatography technique. Then chromatography further there is based on your syllabus. They are classified into two categories. One is called as a paper chromatography, another one is That is a thin layer chromatography. And paper chromatography, again, there is actually three sub methods will be there. One is called as ascending development paper chromatography, descending development paper chromatography, and last one is radial or that is circular or disc development paper chromatography. And then I have already explained about that is the application of that. Total, that is a collective, that is the paper chromatography. Then afterwards I came to that is a thin layer chromatography. Then the definition I have explained. Then it is a 90% definition will be say the paper chromatography only paper as nothing but absorbent, that is a stationary phase, where the here thin layer is nothing but TLC plate will be known, and thin layer it is a adsorbent, it is applied on the that is a thin sheet, glass sheet, that is act as a stationary phase, and the remaining portion will be same. And that I have explained, and principle I have already explained. How to take place development will be takes place, that I have already explained. Then lastly I have also explained about that is the applications of the TLC, that is thin layer chromatography technique. I have that is explained details. If you have any doubt regarding this, please you put in your comment box. Next time, whenever I making this video, then I will be clarify your doubts. Thank you.